Every single year, someone tells you the pistol market has peaked, that there's nothing left to innovate, that the polymer striker-fired formula was perfected 2 decades ago, and everything since is just cosmetic window dressing. Well, those people are about to eat their words, because what dropped in the last 12 months isn't just incremental improvement. It's a fundamental shift in what a handgun can do, how it feels in your hand, and what you're actually getting for your money. We're talking integrated compensators that don't require threaded barrels, graphene-infused polymers borrowed from aerospace engineering, steel-framed competition guns priced under $1,000, and modular chassis systems that let you reshape your entire pistol without buying a new serialized firearm. These 10 handguns aren't just good. Several of them are genuinely historic in terms of what they bring to the table. And the one sitting at number 1, it might be the most ambitious production pistol anyone has attempted in years. So let's get into it, starting at number 10 and working our way to the absolute pinnacle of modern handgun design. Number 10, Springfield Armory Echelon 4.0 Compact. Springfield Armory has been quietly building something special with the Echelon platform, and the 4.0 compact version takes everything that made the full-size model impressive and packages it into a genuinely carryable form factor. The barrel comes in at 4 inches, the frame is trimmed down for easier concealment, and yet none of the features that matter have been sacrificed in the shrinking process. The headline innovation here is what Springfield calls their central operating group. This is a self-contained serialized chassis that sits at the heart of the pistol, and it fundamentally changes how you think about owning a handgun. Because the serialized component is the chassis itself, not the frame, you can swap grip modules, change frame sizes, switch slides, and essentially rebuild your pistol into something completely different without any additional paperwork or transfers. It's true modularity executed at a level that very few manufacturers have achieved this cleanly. Then there's the variable interface system for optics mounting. Instead of requiring adapter plates that add height and introduce potential failure points, the Echelon slide accepts direct mounting of over 30 popular red dot sights. No plates, no wobble, no unnecessary stack height. Combine that with tritium night sights for low-light target acquisition, a 15-round flush magazine capacity that extends to 18 rounds with the longer magazine, and you've got a 9mm compact that genuinely punches above its weight class. At a street price hovering between $620 and $690, the value proposition is remarkably strong. This is a pistol built for people who actually carry every day and need their equipment to perform without drama. Number 9. OA Defense 2311 Pro. The 2011 style platform has exploded in popularity over the past few years, but most options in this space come with eye-watering price tags that put them out of reach for a huge portion of the shooting community. The OA Defense 2311 Pro enters that conversation with serious intent, delivering a full-size, ported, competition-oriented pistol that doesn't require you to refinance your house. This is a 5-inch barreled powerhouse with an integrated compensator that genuinely tames muzzle flip during rapid strings of fire. The slide has been cut and contoured to reduce reciprocating mass, which combined with the porting creates a shooting experience that feels remarkably flat. Follow-up shots come faster, transitions between targets feel more natural, and the overall shooting experience is more pleasant than you'd expect from a pistol at this price point. The trigger deserves special mention. It's a flat-face design with a clean, predictable break that inspires confidence whether you're running drills at speed or trying to punch tight groups at 25 yards. Fully ambidextrous controls, an extended magazine release paddle, an optic-ready slide, and a modular grip system round out a feature set that reads like a custom shop wish list. The aluminum frame keeps weight manageable while the stainless steel slide ensures long-term durability. 5 magazines ship with every pistol, which is a genuinely generous inclusion at the $1,800 to $2,000 price point. For anyone who wants 2011 performance without the $3,000 barrier to entry, the 2311 Pro makes a compelling case. Number 8. Smith & Wesson M&P9 Compact Carry Comp. Smith & Wesson has been refining the M&P platform for years, and the compact carry comp represents what happens when a major manufacturer listens carefully to what concealed carriers actually want. This is a 4-inch barreled 9mm with a built-in compensator, and the difference that comp makes during real-world shooting is not subtle. Muzzle rise gets noticeably reduced, which translates directly into faster follow-up shots. In a defensive scenario where fractions of a second matter, that's not a marketing bullet point. That's a tangible advantage. The 15+1 capacity gives you a deep magazine without bloating the grip beyond comfortable concealment, and the flat-face trigger delivers a smooth, consistent pull that helps newer shooters build confidence and gives experienced shooters the predictability they demand. The pistol ships optics ready, which at this point should be standard on every carry gun, and Smith & Wesson delivers on that expectation. Enhanced grip texture provides excellent purchase without shredding your skin during extended range sessions, and interchangeable back straps let you dial in the fit to your specific hand geometry. A fiber optic front sight paired with an adjustable rear sight gives you a bright, clear sight picture across varying lighting conditions. Priced between $650 and $799 depending on your dealer, this sits in a sweet spot where premium features meet accessible pricing. It's a serious concealed carry tool from a manufacturer with over a century and a half of credibility. Number 7. Staccato CS. There's a reason the Staccato CS has developed an almost cult-like following among discerning concealed carriers, and it comes down to a simple truth. This pistol shoots like a full-size competition gun, but disappears under a jacket. Built on a 1911-style platform but feeding from a double-stacked 9mm magazine, the CS delivers 16+1 rounds in a package with a 3.5-inch bull barrel. The all-metal construction adds weight compared to polymer alternatives, but that weight is working for you every time you press the trigger. Recoil impulse gets absorbed by the mass of the frame, muzzle flip stays minimal, and follow-up shots arrive with startling speed. The trigger is where the 1911 heritage really shines. It's a short, crisp, single-action pull that makes accurate shooting almost effortless. Once you've experienced it, going back to a standard striker-fired trigger feels like a significant downgrade. Aggressive grip texturing keeps the pistol locked in your hand without creating hot spots during extended shooting sessions, and the optics-ready slide accepts modern red dots for those who prefer a dot over irons. At $24.99, the Staccato CS is unquestionably a premium investment. But for shooters who want the absolute best concealed carry experience available and are willing to pay for that level of refinement, nothing else in this size category touches it. This is the pistol that makes you understand why people become passionate about their carry guns. Number 6. Walther PDP F-Series Compact. Walther designed the PDP F-Series with female shooters as the primary audience, but the engineering decisions they made benefit absolutely everyone. The reduced slide spring tension makes racking the slide noticeably easier. The shorter trigger reach accommodates smaller hands without feeling cramped for larger ones. The lower force recoil spring softens the shooting experience without compromising reliability. These aren't cosmetic changes, they're thoughtful mechanical refinements that make the pistol more accessible and more enjoyable to shoot regardless of who's behind it. The 3.5-inch barrel keeps the package compact enough for comfortable concealment, and the performance duty trigger lives up to its reputation as one of the finest stock striker-fired triggers currently in production. It's crisp, it's consistent, and it makes the pistol feel more expensive than its roughly $650 price tag suggests. The grip texture is classic Walther, providing excellent traction without being so aggressive that it irritates skin during all-day carry. Ambidextrous controls and an optics-ready slide complete a package that delivers 15+1 rounds of 9mm in a format that inspires confidence from the first shot. Whether you're new to carrying or you've been doing it for decades, the PDP F-Series Compact deserves a serious look. Wisconsin, number 5, Heckler & Koch VP9 A1 Optics Ready. Heckler & Koch's VP9 has earned a devoted following among law enforcement agencies and civilian shooters alike, and the A1 Optics Ready variant represents the most refined version of this platform to date. The improvements focus on deepening the connection between shooter and pistol, and the results speak for themselves. The upgraded trigger is smoother and more predictable than previous generations. The grip frame has been refined for better ergonomics. The controls have been enhanced for more positive engagement under stress. These aren't revolutionary changes individually, but collectively they elevate an already excellent pistol into something genuinely special. Multiple law enforcement agencies have reported measurably higher qualification scores after transitioning to the VP9 platform, which tells you everything you need to know about how this gun helps people shoot. The 4.5-inch barrel on the full-size model provides excellent ballistic performance, while the optics-ready slide accepts modern red dots for faster target acquisition. With 17+1 capacity and German engineering backing every component, the VP9A1 delivers the kind of reliability that professionals stake their lives on. At approximately $900, it sits at a premium over many competitors, but the build quality and performance justify every penny. There's also now a true compact K model for those who need a slightly smaller package for concealed carry, making the VP9A1 series more versatile than ever. Number 4. Canik SFX Rival S steel frame. Canik has been the disruptive force in the handgun market for several years running, and the SFX Rival S takes their most celebrated competition platform and upgrades it with a full steel frame. The result is a pistol that weighs 2.5 pounds and uses every ounce of that mass to soak up recoil like a sponge. The 5-inch barrel provides a long sight radius for precision work, while the aluminum 90-degree flat trigger breaks cleanly and resets quickly for blistering split times. An external magwell funnels magazine changes during competitive stages, and the package ships with 2 magazines featuring aluminum base plates, 5 optics mounting plates, 3 interchangeable back straps, a holster, a cleaning kit, and a tool kit. The sheer amount of included accessories at this price point borders on absurd generosity. Available in chrome and a blacked-out dark side variant, the SFX Rival S carries a manufacturer's suggested retail of $899, though street prices frequently land between $799 and $849. For a steel-framed, competition-ready 9mm with this level of fit, finish, and included accessories, that pricing is genuinely difficult to argue against. Canik has proven repeatedly that exceptional performance doesn't require an exceptional budget, and the SFX Rival S might be their strongest argument yet. Number 3. Shadow Systems DR920P Elite. Shadow Systems has built their reputation on taking familiar ergonomics and enhancing them with thoughtful engineering, and the DR920P Elite represents their most ambitious pistol to date. The centerpiece is a patent-pending integrated compensator that's machined to blend seamlessly with the slide, creating a single-piece appearance that hides some seriously clever engineering underneath. Unlike traditional threaded barrel compensators, this system doesn't require threads, which means the DR920P remains compliant in jurisdictions that restrict threaded barrels. The compensator aligns automatically without set screws or friction devices, and a pin-based attachment system allows rapid removal for cleaning. The front sight mounts directly on top of the compensator, which keeps your sight picture tracking naturally during rapid fire, rather than having the sight plane disrupted by a separate comp sitting forward of the slide. The frame features aggressive texturing with interchangeable back straps that don't just change grip circumference but actually adjust the point of aim, allowing you to tune the pistol's natural pointing characteristics to your specific grip and stance. An extended beaver tail prevents slide bite, a textured recoil control ledge gives your support hand a positive reference point, and the flat-face trigger breaks between 4.5 and 5 pounds with a crisp tactile reset. The Elite model slide includes directional serrations, weight-optimizing window cuts, and the patented multi-footprint optic system for direct-to-slide red dot mounting, 17+1 rounds, G34 holster compatibility, and a green tritium front sight paired with a blacked-out serrated rear complete a package that's genuinely difficult to fault. Number 2. Taurus GX4 Graphene. The original GX4 already disrupted the micro-compact market by delivering class-leading capacity and surprising reliability at an accessible price point. The Graphene Edition takes that foundation and introduces something the firearms industry has genuinely never seen before: graphene-enhanced construction. Graphene is a single layer of carbon atoms arranged in a hexagonal lattice, and it's one of the strongest materials ever discovered. It's been used in aerospace, automotive, and advanced materials applications for years, but the GX4 Graphene marks its first appearance in a production defensive handgun. The graphene treatment enhances both the frame durability and the surface finish, creating a pistol that resists wear, corrosion, and fouling at a level that conventional polymer frames simply cannot match. The practical result is a gun that requires less frequent cleaning and lubrication while maintaining its appearance and function over a longer service life. Available with 11 and 13-round magazines, the GX4 Graphene continues the tradition of offering more capacity than you'd expect from a pistol this small. For shooters who want cutting-edge materials science applied to their everyday carry gun, this is genuinely pioneering territory. Taurus deserves credit for being willing to push boundaries in a market that often rewards conservatism over innovation. Number 1. Bull Armory TAC Comp. Everything on this list has been impressive, but the Bull Armory TAC Comp sits at the top because it represents the most ambitious convergence of precision engineering, innovative design, and pure shooting performance available in a production 1911-style platform today. The heart of this pistol is a hybrid V6 ported one-piece machined compensator barrel measuring 5.4 inches. That's not a bolt-on comp, that's not a threaded attachment. It's a single piece of machined steel that integrates the barrel and compensator into one unit, which means zero alignment issues, zero loosening over time, and dramatically reduced muzzle flip that transforms the shooting experience. Follow-up shots arrive with a speed and accuracy that feels almost unfair compared to non-compensated pistols. The patent-pending optic mounting system provides a secure, versatile platform for a wide range of modern red dots, and every external control has been CNC machined from billet for exceptional fit and feel. The ambidextrous safeties, the slide stop, and the new magazine button extension all reflect a level of attention to detail that you can feel every time you manipulate the pistol. The crisp single-action trigger delivers a light, clean break with the kind of consistency that builds genuine confidence in your shooting. 17+1 rounds of 9mm sit in the magazine well, giving you substantial capacity in a full-size frame that's designed for both competition dominance and serious defensive use. At $2,850 to $2,900 depending on variant and dealer, the TAC Comp commands a premium price. But what you're getting is a pistol that competes with and often exceeds custom shop guns, costing significantly more. This is what happens when a manufacturer commits fully to building the best possible version of a platform without compromise. The Bull Armory TAC Comp isn't just the best pistol on this list. It's a statement about where handgun design is headed. So there it is. 10 pistols spanning every price point and every purpose, from accessible micro-compacts with space-age materials to premium race guns that push the boundaries of what's mechanically possible. The common thread connecting all of them is that none of these manufacturers were content to simply iterate on existing designs. They each asked what more a handgun could be, and then they built the answer. Which one caught your attention? Drop your pick in the comments and let's talk about it. That's it for today, folks.